Hello students, how are you all? I hope everything is going well. And today in this video class, I want to discuss the last topic of the series object, which is the difference between the NumPy array and the series object. In the last videos, I have told you regarding many topics of the series, which is one of the data structure of pandas. So today we will see the difference between the array as well as the series objects. So let us move. What is the difference between NumPy array and series object? So the first difference is in ND arrays, vectorized operations can be performed only if the shapes of two ND arrays match. It means the last video we have seen how to perform the vectorized operation, means element by element or item by item of the series will get multiplied or divide or add. So that operation is known as vectorized operation. So in ND arrays, vectorized operation is there also possible, but in ND arrays, vectorized operation can be performed only if the shapes of two ND arrays match. Means two ND arrays we want to add or subtract, or any arithmetic operations we want to perform, then the shape of the two arrays should match. Shape means the size. If the size of the first array is 2 rows 3 column, that is 2 3, size is 2 3, or so in that way the second array must be of the same shape, that means 2 rows and 3 columns. Then only the vectorized operation will be performed on the arrays. So for the vectorized operations performed into the ND array, the shape of the two arrays should match. Otherwise it returns an error, because the index of the first array should match with the index of the second array. So in that way the vectorized operation will performed in ND arrays. And if the size or shape is not same for two arrays, then it produces the error. So to perform the vectorized operation on ND arrays, the condition is the shape of two ND arrays should match. But with series object, in the case of vectorized operations, the data of two series object is aligned as per the matching indexes, and operation is performed on them, and for non-matching indexes NaN is returned. I had told you regarding that in the last video through the program, that if you want to add two series object or subtract two series object, then the indexes should match. If the first series object is 0 1 2 3 4, then the second index which you want to perform addition, then that very series index should also be having the indexes as 0 1 2 3 4. So here vectorized operations will be performed in series with the matching indexes. Clear? And the operation is performed through the matching indexes. Which operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything. Arithmetic operations. Clear? And for non-matching indexes, NaN is returned. That means if the series will have the 5 items, and the first series will have the 5 items, so its indexes, by default indexes will be 0 1 2 3 4, and the second series will have 10 items, then its index will be 0 1 2 3 4 till 9. So here the indexes are matches, 0 1 2 3 4 till 0 1 2 3 4 only, till the 5 elements only. And for the rest of the elements of the second series, what will return? NaN, that is missing value, not a number, will return. Okay, so to perform the vectorized operations on NumPy array, the shape should be match, and the same way if you want to perform the vectorized operations on the series, then the series object should be aligned as per the matching indexes, and the operations will be performed on the matching indexes, and for the non-matching indexes NaN will return. It will not produce the error, isn't it? So this is the first difference of NumPy array and the series. Second is, in ND arrays the indexes are always numeric. When you perform the operations on ND arrays, you have done many programs on that. The indexes are always numeric, starting with 0 onwards. By default it will be 0. But for the series object can have any type of indexes. As we have seen in the series program, that the indexes can be number, indexes can be letters, it can be string, it can be any alphabets, etc. Okay, so this is the second difference, that ND arrays the indexes are always numeric, and for the series object the indexes can be letter, it can be string, it can be number, it can be anything. So these were the two important difference between NumPy array and the series object, which is very important for the board examination point of view. So these two things should be memorized by you and should be written clearly in your copy. Okay. So this is the last topic of the series object, and further I want to discuss some program based on the series object. So in that very programs you have the clear idea, you will get the clear idea about the series object, how to write the program based on the series. And this is also important for the board examination for the output type of questions. Okay, so let us move further. For this we have to open the IDLE. So let us open the IDLE and we will see what all programs we have to know. Okay, so let us move to our IDLE. Yes, so we have come here in our IDLE, Python IDLE, and we will see how to do this particular program. Let us close this one. So here in the comment line, it is given here as the program to convert the Pandas series to Python list. Means the series will be given, and that series how it will be converted into Python list, and how to display its type. Type means its data type. So this following script is used to convert the series into the list, and at the same time to display its type, data type. So we will start with our coding as import pandas as PD, and the series I have created as ser pd.series 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the item of the series, data of the series, you can say the data value of the series, and here index I have not mentioned. Explicitly the index is not provided. In that way the index by default will be starting with 0, 1, 2 and so on. So here one series created with this particular integer value, and then the next line series output will be coming. Series is ser, and in the next print the data type of series is. This type function you have used is standard 11 to find the data type of any value. Here if we want to see the data type of series, and for any data type we want to return of any integer value or the float value, any value is given and you want to check what is the data type of that, then for this we have the type function, type type. So here the question was there, and display its type. So we have to use the function type. We have to use the function type to return the data type. Whose data type? Series data type. Clear? So type under the bracket ser. So the first print will produce the output as the series one. data, index and its data type. And the next print will display the data type of the whole series. Next print is given as to convert the panda series to Python list. It means the question asks how to convert the panda series to Python list. So the answer is to convert the panda series to Python list. The next line is the answer for that. Name of the series, which is ser, and we have used the function toList. ToList means whatever the structure will be there, that will be converted into list. So toList is used to convert the array or to convert the series or to convert the data frame into list. Okay, so here using this command ser is what? The series. So series is now converted into list. So ser.toList is used to convert the series into list. And the data type, how you want to display the data type? We want to display the data type as type function and series to list. Here direct we have used. If you want to assign this particular value into any variable, that can be done. Means here you specify one variable ABC or any name and then equal to ser.toList, and here you can write type and under the bracket the name of the variable. That can also be one of the way to write the script or write the program. Okay, so two things is here in this particular program. One is to convert the panda series to list and second to display its type. The series will be converted into list by toList function. Before toList, name of the structure, name of the series will be there as a command or as a statement. So ser is the name of the series, dot operator we are using, and through the function toList the series will be converted into list. Okay, and using the type command you can see, you can return the data type of that list. Here the data type of series will return and here the data type of list will return. So you can see the differences when I will execute this very program. So here you can see the output. Series is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These were the value which I had given, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I told you earlier index is not given, so by default the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the series the data type integer value is here, so the data type will be int 64. Okay, so this whole starting from here till here is the output for this very statement. Clear? And the next statement, print data type of series. So you can see the data type of series. I have written the string, I have written the command as the data type of series and type ser. Series type, data type we want to display. So here you can see the second as well as second print statement output. The data type of series is, what is the data type of the series? Here class pandas.core.series and series. So in this way you will get the data type of the series. This series is the data structure of pandas. So here in that way it is coming. This particular D type is the data type of the data value which is stored under the series, the item which is stored. It is of integer type, that is why it is showing here as int64. And this data type is the data type for the whole series. That is why it is given as class pandas.core series and series. Okay. Next print is to convert the panda series to Python list. So to convert the panda series to Python list, this has come, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This particular output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 under the square bracket is the series which is converted into list. This output has come due to this very statement. Here you can see in the program series.ser.toList. So this series is converted into list. Series always display left column as index, right column as data value as well as its D type, and the list contains only the data value of the series, and list always will be enclosed under the square bracket. Okay, so this is how the Panda series has converted through the toList function. Okay, and the data type for the list is, here you can see the last print has given as the data type of, the data type is which data type, whose data type, list data type function we have used. So here the data type is class list, because it is a list, so here it is specified as the data type list. Okay, so two things is important in this. First is how to convert the series into list. Very simple, toList function. And how to display the data type of any data structure, that is through the type command. Under the type, under the bracket, you write the name of the list or name of the series or name of the array, etc. So this were the first program which is important, which you need to note down in your copy. Second program we will see program to add, subtract, multiply, divide two series object. That means the arithmetic operations on the series object. Arithmetic operations on the series object. So here you can see once again we need to open the file. So here program to add, subtract, multiply, divide two series object. Program starts from here, import pandas. Because you have to add two series object, subtract two series object, so in the program two series is required. First series is created with the name as SCR1 pd.series. The data value or the item of the series is given through the lists, and it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Second series data value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In both the series, index is not provided. Clear? So by default in both the series the indexes will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 items, there are 5 values, so altogether there will be 5 indexes starting with 0 till 4, whether it is series 1, SCR1 or SCR2. And in that next variable, one variable SCR, we are storing the both series added value, means sum of the two series SCR1 and SCR2 is stored under SER. Okay, so in SCR you will get the added value of these two series, and what will be the output? Index by index it will match the 0 index of this and 0 index of the second series. So 2 plus 1, that is 3, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 8 plus 4 is 12, 10 plus 5 is 15. So SCR output here, adding two series, in this SCR you will be getting the added value addition of these two series SCR1 and SCR2, which I have told just now. And in the next print, subtracting two series SCR1 minus SCR2. Again 2 minus 1, 4 minus 2, 6 minus 3, 8 minus 4, 10 minus 5. Whatever will be the value. So the differences is stored again in the SCR, and here you are taking the output for the SCR. Third one is multiplying two series in the same way using the multiplication operator asterisk SCR1 into SCR2, and lastly you are taking the output of the SCR. The last one is dividing series 1 by series 2, SCR1 by SCR2, and print SCR. So we will see the output. It is very simple, very clear, that you have done already how to perform the arithmetic operations and all. So addition of two series. I have not taken the output for series SCR1 and SCR2 individually. You can see here SCR1 and SCR2. SCR1 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, SCR2 1, 2, 3, 4, and SCR1 plus SCR2 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3, 2 plus 1, 3, 4 plus 2, 6, and so on. And again the new indexes has come. Whatever the number of elements, in that way. 5 elements, so it will start the indexing. Default indexing is from the number as 0. The data value is integer, so int64 is coming. Next output is subtracting two series. 2 minus 1, 1. 4 minus 2, 2. 6 minus 3, 3. 8 minus 4, 4. 10 minus 5, 5. So this is the subtraction of the two series. Data type again is int64. This is the integer value int64. Multiplying two series. 2 into 1, 2. 4 into 2, 8, and so on. In that way you can see the output here. Multiplying two series. 2, 8, 18, 32, 50. Okay, and then dividing two series, that is series 1 by series 2. So series 1 by series 2, you can see series 1 is series 1 2, series 2 is 1. So 2 by 1 is 2, 2.0. 4 by 2 again 2. So every item will be as 2 when you will divide series 1 by series 2. 6 by 3 again 2. 8 by 4 2. 10 by 5 2. The item is like that everywhere we are getting the output as 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, and 2.0. Float 64 means when you will divide the you have already learned there are two operators for the division. One is the simple division operator and the second one is the floor division. Simple division returns the float quotient as the float one, and integer division will return only the integer value. That is why here it has come as 2.0, 2.0, because the simple division we have used in our program, and all the values are float, so the data type float 64 is coming. So this is the arithmetic operations performed on the two series. Next program we will see regarding the next topic as to compare two series object, and the comparison is only the three comparison I have done here, whether the series is equal to or not, or which series is greater. If it is greater than series 1 is greater than series 2, or series 1 is less than series 2. So element by element will be calculated, that whether the series 1 is equal to series 2. Here you will be getting the answer for that. So let us see. Series 1 again the same value 2, 4, 6, 8, and series 2 1, 2, 3, 4. Series 1 here I have taken explicitly the output for series 1, series 2, and then we are comparing the value. Compare the elements of the series, equals, and then I have used the operator double equal to sign. Double equal to is meant for to check whether the series 1 is equal to series 2 or not. So wherever the item will be equal to in both the series, it will return true, and if not a single item will be equal to the second series value, then it will return false. So here you can see 2 is not equal to 1. So here it will come as false. 4 equal to 2. No. So here also it will come as false. 6 is not equal to 3. False. 8 is not equal to 4. False. 10 is not equal to 5. So false. Let us see. Before going further, just check the output for the equals. So equals, everywhere false, 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 false is coming, because not a single value of the first item will be equal to the second item of the second series. So you can change the value. If I am changing here as 2 and now I want to save it and we want to display it, the output again, then here one value you will be getting as true, because this particular 0th index of the first series and 0th index of the second series are equal with each other. Just see here, true is coming as an output, rest are false. So this is how we will check the series 1 and series 2 value. Next is greater than. Series 1, is series 1 greater than series 2? Series 1 2, whatever it was earlier, I want to do the same way. So series 1 2 is greater than 1. Yes, it is true. 4 is greater than 2. True. So in this case, everywhere true, true, true will be coming for this particular output. Series 1 greater than series 2. And for the less than, series 1 is less than series 2. Series 1 is 2, 0th index, and series 2 0th index is 1. So is 2 is less than 1? No, it is false. So everywhere it will be coming as false. So again I want to execute this. Just check it, the output, and you need to understand the things, how the output will be coming. Just check. We have discussed here the equals, greater than is true, true, true is coming, and for the less than it is coming as false, 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 false. And one of the very important thing regarding this two true and false output is D type. D type is coming as bool. Here also the D type is coming as bool. So the value which is returning as true and false only. So what will be the data type for this true and false? It will be boolean, and boolean is written as bool, B-O-O-L, bool. So the data type is bool. So this way you can compare the series, whether it is equal to or greater than or less than. You can change the elements here to see the changes in the output. Next is how to convert the dictionary into series object. To convert a dictionary to series object, import pandas as PD. This program is basically used to convert the dictionary. So first of all, you have to create one dictionary, and that dictionary will be converted into series. As well as this program is to convert a NumPy array to a series. How to convert the NumPy array to a series? So in this particular program, two things are going on. First is the conversion of dictionary to series, and second one is conversion of arrays to series. And the first one we have already seen that how to convert the series into list through the toList function. And in this to conversion, let us see how to do. So first I have created the dictionary over here, because the dictionary will be converted into series. So first you just create one dictionary. You are knowing that the element of the dictionary should be under the curly bracket, and it is of the key value pair. So the key as well as the value should be separated with the colon, and one key value pair will be separated with the second key value pair through the comma operator. So the first key is Jan, value is 31, and this two key value pair is separated with colon. Second key value pair is Feb 28. Actually this dictionary is for the month name and the number of days. January number of days is 31, Feb number of days 28, March 31 days, April 30 days, May 31. And because Jan, Feb, March, April, May is the string value, so all strings, all month name is enclosed under the quotes. And the key separated with the value with the help of this colon. So it is the key value pair. Print the dictionary is. So the dictionary will be coming as an output, and the dictionary will first of all will be displayed, and then we are converting the dictionary into series object. It is very simple. Just I have created one name, that is a series, equal to pd dot series. So pd dot series is what? To create the series. And which will be used for creating the series? The dictionary. So I have written here dict, and dict is what? The name of the dictionary. So here the whole dictionary will be converted into series through this very statement. Okay, the name can be any name. Here if you want to write series or S or SER, that can also be done, but the modification should be in both the places. Okay, so the dictionary element converted into series by passing that dictionary as an argument of series. By passing that dictionary as an argument of series. Okay. Next script is program to convert a array to a series. So first you will create the array, and for the array you will use the array function, and to work on the array function you need to import numpy. So here that is why I have imported import numpy as np. This statement can be written here or at the top in any of the places. But before using the array function you need to import, otherwise it will produce error. So the array name is ARY equal to np.array, name of the function array, to create an array, and the elements are 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. Okay, so these are the array element, and I have taken the output for the array as numpy array is ARY, and then this array is converted into series as the same you have converted pd.series dict, and here pd.series ARY. These all things I have told you earlier also. Just all the things I am recalling towards the end of the chapter. So SER equal to pd.series ARY. ARY is the name of the array. And so converted panda series is SER. So here all the elements of the array will be now the element of the series, and here all the key as well as value. So all value will become the data value, and all the keys will become the index of the series. So when you will execute this, you will see the differences between these two. Just check the output. Dictionary is Jan 31, Feb 28. Why this output is coming? Because the output I have taken here as dictionary is dict. So this whole dictionary is coming here within the curly brackets, and then the next is converted series, means how the dictionary element is converted into series. Converted series, and then S is what? The pd.series dict. So dict is what? The name of the dictionary. So name of the dictionary is now converted into series. So just see the output. Converted series Jan, Feb, March, April, May. All the keys will become the indexes of the series, and all the values of the dictionary will become the data value of the series. And based on the data value, the data type is coming, and the data type is coming as int64. What? int64. If you will just convert this, means this 31 will become the data value, the key, and then you want to create as an value, then you can convert it. You will write here 31 colon Jan, 28 colon Feb. So in that way indexes will become the data value and the data value will become the indexes. So always the dictionary's key will become the indexes of the series. What? The key of the dictionary will become the indexes of the series, and the values of the dictionary will become the data value or simply the item or the elements of the series, and based upon the data value the data type will come as an output. Next is the NumPy array. Array, how to convert into series? Simply you have created one array with the value 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. So NumPy array is ARY. So that is why NumPy array is coming, and 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 30, 72 is all the arrays element. And these all arrays element is converted into series. So simply because array will have only the array element, no key value pair, no indexes is here. By default in array also the indexes will be coming as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and by default series index will also be coming as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all. So this is the way to convert the dictionary into series, dictionary array into series. Very simple, very simple. And based, one more thing I want to note it down. You just make a note over here that when you will see the output for the series, if it is dictionary, based on the dictionary or based on the list, the output will be coming as int 64, and when you are converting the array into series, the data type will be coming as int 32. So this is the difference. Array's element will be considered as the data type int 32, and the series element will be created as int 64 as the data type. Very simple. The series data value, so data type, if it is integer, then it is int 64 bits, and here if it is the NumPy array, then it will be 32 bits. Both the values are integer, but for the series int 64 is coming as a data type, and for the NumPy array it is coming as int 32. So this is the way to convert the dictionary into series, array into series, then series into list and all. So these were the program that should be written in your copy, as simultaneously you execute in the system, and the output should be written there in the copy, because based on this program you need to write the assignments now in the practical copy of the computer. I will be telling you more about the practical copy, but till now whatever I have told in today's class, whatever I taught you, you please revise it thoroughly and do write in the classwork copy. Next I'll start the data frame, and before that I'll be giving you the assignment based on the series that you need to write in the computer practical copy, not in the classwork copy. I will tell you the detail about the practical copy in the next video, or in the next as a PDF. I can also be given on how to write the practical copy. You will start the first program in the practical copy with the series topic, not the NumPy. Okay, so till then you revise the things thoroughly and write all the things in the copy. We will meet you in the next video. Okay, goodbye.